Do you remember back when me and Sal lived together?
Mm-hmm.
7 years ago?
Sal or Chava Sal?
Sal Jimenez, when Serena was like 7.
Chava?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Elijah lived with us in Xavier, and my mom lived there too, on 143rd Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we were common law married for 14 years at that point when we broke up. And I remember at the end of it, like he had left for the weekend with my daughter. And that was after he kicked Elijah out for bringing a gun to the house and hiding weed in the light sockets. He went to the beach with them, and he's like, I want you to take the weekend to think about this if you really want to stay together or not, because we're both pretty miserable. And like the last thing I wanted to do was break up another home with my baby girl, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
but he went to the beach and met Tony, his new girlfriend. And so when he called me at the end of it, I was like, look, I take responsibility for every single thing that's ever gone wrong in our relationship. I know that, you know, we don't have the greatest love life or whatever, but I do love you, and my kids are the most important thing to me, and I do not want to split our family up, and I promise I'll do whatever it takes to make it work.
Oh, and it was too late.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I don't believe you. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Like, okay. So, I mean, thank God he met Tony, and she's like the most amazing woman on the planet, but it was just so depressing to go from being married with my kids and my daughter all the time in a safe house, like, you know, where her husband takes care of you and you don't have to worry about people breaking in or whatever, to being homeless, living out of your car on the streets because his mom sold the house, and mom's homeless too in her car. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I started doing drugs, and I met Adam. He's an abusive psycho. He's dead too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Figures.
Yeah, I don't know if the gang killed him or if he got shot still in the car or what. But anyways, like 4 years went by so fast. Hanging out with AK, like sitting on my bed at the apartment. I just hated my life. Like I missed my kids so much. I missed the safe life. And he was so fucking stupid and controlling, and like every time I would try to go anywhere, he would pop my tires, or he would key my car, or he would steal my battery, or he would just do all this stupid shit. Like,
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or he would destroy my house, and he didn't even live there. But he had the living room, like, area for his area. And he would bring his bitches there and do his dirty work or whatever there. And it was just stupid. It was like I was like the best friend he ever had, kind of like your friend. Remember that one girl?
Jackie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of like that for him, you know? And, anyway, it's just messed up. Because when I moved across the bridge to get away from him and that whole life and the voices and everything that was scaring me there, I just left the whole apartment behind, if you remember that correctly.
Yeah.
Thinking that the UE people that were talking to me in my head were going to be able to help me get back on track.
Yeah.
And they kept saying they would, but they were 3 more days, 3 more months, 3 more weeks, whatever. And then they forced me to talk to him again. I can't explain why, but anyways, it had to do with some stupid charges they were trying to put on me. And they forced me to talk to him like 3 or 4 times now, and every single time all it did was make it that much worse for me to get things right or get things straight. And like, I think this summer when I saw him this last time, I think that's when they basically, in the syndicate or whatever it's called, basically pressed charges towards me to say that I chose AK over my kids on the ground or in here or whatever they were talking about.
Yeah.
And when I didn't, like, they're the ones that made me talk to him. They would not let me talk to the people that could get me safely disconnected, that, you know, may or may not have scammed me into play the stupid game or whatever it was they were doing. And he promised me he got me a car. I mean, granted, it was a piece of shit Honda, but still, at least it was a car, you know, I would have been able to see Soraya. And I called him one day and I was like, look, dude, the Gypsy Joker left a fucking note on my door. He said, I'm going to kill you, bitch. Right? And I was like, can you please send me some money for a fucking car? I need to go to Portland and find my homeboy and get out of here. And he's like, nope, you're just gonna go flirt with somebody I can't talk about. Nope, not gonna do it. Well, they ended up fucking my life off because of it, because I had to still sit here. And it's just so fucked up because I step up for everybody in here in my head that I can't see.
Right.
But they still killed me in the game I wasn't playing because they didn't know it was me under there. And how I'm connected is so illegal. Yeah. And then I got people calling me on Facebook like a fucking porn star and this and that, like in a side jack. Because I don't even know, man. It's just a bunch of shit talk on Facebook that I don't see because my computer's not unlocked. And it's just ridiculous, man. They all get fucking paid to like set people up and make them look like douchebags. And even my best friend gets money from them somehow, and I can't get anything on my Green Dot card or any card at all. So they catfished all my shit. And like this morning, I tried to check my Gmail is full for some reason when I only have like 380 Gmails in there. And so I tried to forward all those messages to my a different Gmail so that maybe if someone did respond, I could receive it.
Right.
And freaking, then I test it right, and it doesn't send it to me. It's going to this dude, the same one who's been pinging off my freaking whatever this is, the same one who set me up, and he's pretending to be an FBI agent, but he's not. Number 2, pencils don't ride Harleys. That guy's a piece of shit.
Huh.
And I can't prove it, and like I'm afraid to call the FBI because I don't know how to explain it to them. And the few times I did call them, it seems like they already had a bad taste in their mouth because of whatever had happened before. And it's just stupid. And I'm sitting here like, so what, did you guys register me or something? Like, what in the fuck is going on? Because nobody's sending me nothing in the mail. Nobody's responding to my emails. No FBI, no cops, no judges, no Israel, no nothing. They don't respond. They just don't respond or call me. They don't do nothing. They just do their side bets or whatever it is. It's so fucking annoying. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sit here and go off like
It's okay. Cool. Want a cigarette?
Is it menthol?
Nope.
No. Okay. I have something.
I don't have it on me.
Oh, I did. Yeah, when I do brain cancer research, I try to tell myself I'm putting it into the computer in the alternate universe to prevent overdose of Blue's Clues and stuff. Because someone told me that the see-through people die and their spirit pops out if Blue's Clues comes up here, or if they do heroin or whatever, like Elijah does Illies, whatever that is. I guess it kills people, but they still persecute me on my.
It has just Illies.
Yeah, I think it's Illies is a short term for Oxacillium, which is a cold cough and congestion medicine.
Oh yeah.
So take all those. That's what he took those before he did Blue's Clues. Didn't he get you on Blue's Clues?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
They told me you were Aussie.
Yeah, I know. I had period pain once, and I asked him if he had a pain pill for me. He's like, yeah. And he pulls me into the other room, and he had it all crunched up. And he's like, you have to snort it, though. I was like, oh, crap. So he gave me like a little bit, and it made me so sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like so sick. And like I was puking everywhere, and he was crying. He felt so bad, like the worst son ever.
Yeah. It's kind of the worst son move ever.
Yeah, it's not the best, but I used to take Vicodin all the time and stuff, so I didn't really think it would be that big of a deal to snort it. I didn't realize that it would be like a habit-forming situation, or I didn't look at him as someone who was trying to get me to start doing Blue's Clues or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway,
Yeah, I didn't really think that's what it was either with him, but I think if it was, he seemed like the fact that I had muscle, I got hustle, I had real muscle. He massages out every day. I think he thought maybe if he got me hooked on him, that he'd have a fucking fun, which is exactly what he did, And it's fucking, Elijah's in debt to me $900.
Oh yeah. Everybody else too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. So, how I was telling you that they told me they were going to get me back, and they couldn't get to me, so they were going to get to my son, right?
Yeah.
Well, one minute I look at Elijah's Oregon OGen situation, and it said that he had a file that was closed, right?
Yeah.
And then after the end of the game, when they said they hurt my son to get me back or whatever, and me too at the same time, the next time I look at it, it says he's got a felony that's closed when he has never been to prison in Oregon.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he was arrested in Oregon. I think he was arrested in Washington.
Yeah, he was arrested in Washington.
And like, I'm like, how in the fuck does he have a felony in Oregon when he was arrested in Washington?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's so messed up. He was bawling with me the other day outside of Mom's house saying he wants to get off drugs. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, baby, I don't have an apartment for you to come to.
Yeah.
And then he ends up getting his ass beat in Portland big time. They stole all his shit and his shoes and everything. He had to go to the hospital and got stitches. And he ends up at Sal's house trying to break in to sleep there. And he ended up sleeping in the garage or something and tried to steal his shoes. And Sal's like, you're not welcome here anymore. Don't come back here unless you're not on drugs. And he gave him $100 and dropped him off at somebody's house. And I didn't get a call from him on Mother's Day either. But it's just so sad because he doesn't want to be on drugs. He doesn't want to be in this position. And I don't want to be in this position either. I'm in this position because of these people in here. And it's just so fucking fucked up. It's like, what kind of repercussions is it if somebody who's never hurt another human being on the planet in their life on purpose and only tried to help people, never been selfish or nothing, that gets off drugs to get away from these people so that she can make up for lost time with her kids.
Right.
Supports Elijah. Yeah, supports Elijah staying clean and sober and stuff. Like, I didn't leave, after I bailed Elijah out, I didn't leave Mom's house for like 8 months because I was afraid he was going to come back there and I wouldn't be there. And I wanted him to know that, granted, he didn't know I was on drugs before, but still, I was waiting for him, and I didn't want to let him down. And it's like, it feels like I've done every single thing right, in the right direction to benefit my life, but it's just everything I do, it backfires. And
I feel that one.
yeah.
I'm in that same position. Just, no matter what I do, it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing them at me. You got to the point where I was beating on at the sky, like, come on, bring it on, motherfucker. This is all you got.
Right.
So he's gonna take more than that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So if you want to race me, you're gonna need more than that crotch rocket.
Right? Oh, when you crashed it?
No, I was just saying. It's like I may not look like much, but I put up a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like the people like beat dude up and stole his dog. He was beating on his dog.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Aw. Well, it's good to have a dog. If you're in the alternate, if you ever get sucked into the game, it's good to have a dog because your dog will die before you
Right.
get killed or whatever it is they fucking do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring some mud. I'm getting a car today, so
Oh, you are?
yeah. That's one of the things I had to go work on now.
Is Mom going to take you somewhere?
No. Well, she might have her drop me back off at where I'm staying at.
Is that where the stuff's at?
Yeah.
Could I go with you when you go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
Okay. I would have walked there with you too. I don't ever do anything. It's my life's lame.
Oh, yeah. I watch a little bit here and I'm like, my feet hurt. I don't want to walk anymore.
How are you getting a car?
I earned it.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've been working all week for it. I mean, I was supposed to be getting a truck. And then it was like supposed to be getting a different car, and now dude wants me to have his Mustang, and he wants the truck, which would be better off with him with the truck anyways, because I don't have the money and the time to put this truck back together.
Right.
The Mustang runs in life.
Right.
So
Well, if you want a road dog with you for anytime today or any other time, just let me know. Mom could always drop me off and pick me up later or something.
okay.
I don't have a fucking life, brother. So.
Yeah.
I know some places you go, it's like you can't really have anybody with you, so that's understandable. But if you're bored or you want a road dog at any point, just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
I know you called mom the other day and were like, I'm at storage. I didn't really know who to call. I felt so fucking bad. And I was going to call you and be like, you want me to come over there and help you or something? But she said it was from the day before.
Yeah. I could have used some more gum that day.
Yeah.
I just love it.
I love you too. Let me know when you're leaving.
Okay.
Okay, so I talked about some random stuff. There was a whole bunch of stuff missed out. I wish I would have kept that shit on. The whole first part of the conversation I had, dude. So if you want to go back in time and rewind it or whatever, that'd be tight. But anyway, this is the guy that had the CPS case. And I'm sorry, homeboy. I know you've helped me so much to try to get this stuff off of me, but I have to do this, okay? We're not going to put Red Devil Boy voice in your folder ever again. From that movie, Legends, the big scary guy that Snow the Product was wearing and chasing these dudes around in here saying stop using our bodies illegally or stop M-wording my daughter on the other line or whatever the fuck they were saying to these guys in here. They got them kicked off their Fib team or their Harley Hat crew or their gangbanger set or whatever it was or wasn't. It was not Tiffany doing that. She would have never humiliated anyone in public like that, especially knowing who the fuck you guys were. It was them who did it. And it was your opponents on the other side. The ones who did not like AK. The ones who were not who you think they are. Yeah. The ones who did not live here. The one whose chain I am now on. So when we do that, we're sending messages through the video. So if we watch it back, we can see it pop out on the other side. If it still does that anymore. Tiffany doesn't have a power source down here to send messages anymore. And like when she dances and stuff and we try to send it up there, it doesn't even work. Even when we come down here with 2 power sources or 3, because now we have to have 3 of them stacked on each other just to send a message. It does not go all the way to the top. It just goes to the UE. Yeah?
I take all this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want your orange juice? Or you want to put it in the fridge?
Yeah, put it in the fridge. Thank you.
You done with this?
Thank you, Mom. Never been arrested, lived here for 2 years, right?
It was 2 years in March. Almost 2 or 4 years. April, 2 years and 2 months.
2 years and 2 months. And you lived with us at Sal's house
For about 8 months.
for about 8 months before they sold the house and we became homeless on the streets, right? And me and Sal broke up.
I lived with Jim first for 8 months, and then he kicked me out. Then I went to your house for 8 months, and I was homeless, sleeping in the car for a month, then went back to Jim's. And then
Yeah, but the point is you lived with me, Sal.
I left your house, and his parents decided to sell the house, and you were staying in the garage.
Yeah.
You guys were getting along, and then you left with Adam, and the Thomas, and you got to stay there.
Yeah. So, so you left me. I thought we both left at the same. Didn't you help me pack and everything?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Weren't we packing the kitchen and stuff? I could have swore we were.
That's my house. Oh,
No, I think you were there till
I might have been
You might
there.
have left a little earlier, but
I
yeah.
might have been there.
Adam packed the garage for me. Anyway, so that was like what, 6 years ago, and me and Sal broke up on good terms, right?
Bob died. It'll be 9 years this July, so you can figure back when you was in your house crying
that
when he
was like
died.
2 years
So
after that. It was around 2018, I think. So, but Sal and I broke up on good terms, right?
no, but you was living in the garage because you guys weren't getting along.
No, I know, but I know. I mean, we were still friends. I'm saying.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay, I guess that's all I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And then you became homeless in your car, and I was homeless on my car because he
Yeah.
moved out too, and probably in with his
Yeah, we were
girlfriend
both home
with
with our cars
Soraya
at the same time after you moved out.
and Xavier, right?
What's that?
Yeah, he took Soraya and Xavier and moved in with Tony, and I was homeless and you were homeless together at the same time, right?
Yeah, but he didn't leave. He ended up getting to stay there. They wanted him to fix up the house was the excuse, and he ended up living there.
Oh.
Yeah. So he stayed there after we moved out in the car.
Okay.
Your dad died in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this year would be
2
9
years
years.
before that. Okay.
Yeah, I based everything on that because that's what I remember. Everything that happened
Yeah.
was that after he died because that's when it started going downhill.
Yeah. So my mom's a little bit whatever, but what had happened was he didn't live there. He didn't get to stay there while he fixed it up at all. He moved in with Tony. He did live there a little bit longer after I did, I think, unless he moved Tony in. I'm not sure. Point is, we split up on good terms, and I mean, we weren't mad at each other. Yeah, we weren't together because we broke up. Because I forgot about that. So that weekend that he said whatever he said, no, I don't think you're going to change. We broke up that weekend. And I had met Adam and whatever else. And I was living in the garage for like another 6 months. Because that was like, I don't know, June or July, I think. And then I moved out like right before Christmas, I think, in 2018. And he was dating someone else. And then he ended up, when he left, he ended up moving in with her, I think, which is Tony. Anyways, the point is Soraya has lived there and Xavier lived with them since then. She's never lived with me. This TANF or whatever this bullshit is, like, she's lived there. I've only seen her there. I did drugs and was stuck on my bed with this shit in my head, sitting on my bed, staring at piles of clothes, every single day miserable, because I didn't know how to be anything else besides a wife and a mom. With AK there, ruining my life and not letting me be boyfriend, girlfriend with anyone or having any friends or whatever. And this game or whatever this was, you know, tormenting me and saying, I'm going to kill you, bitch, and watching you in the shower and all this shit. And then I said goodbye to it. I finally got the balls and I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving. And my manager had said, Bootstrap said, I took your folder so you won't get in trouble for what they did, you know. And I moved out. And then AK went back there and he kept coming back to do his community service or whatever, and he'd break in the door. Well, I still stayed at my mom's until he went to court to have Tanika live there so that he had a place to stay, because finally they boarded up the door and I did not really have any say in the matter whatsoever. But I knew he wasn't going to catch up on the rent, neither was she. So, I mean, I didn't agree with it at all. It's just stupid because I shouldn't have had, I don't know if there is an eviction, but there shouldn't have been an eviction process because it shouldn't have been like that. Because I didn't give permission for that to happen, even though I did stay there with her a few times or whatever, or for a little while. I didn't want it like that. It's just the way AK is. He gets what he fucking wants. He's a douchebag. Sorry, I don't mean to keep talking shit about him, but his name is Anthony Ciaz. And he lives in Arizona. And he has lived in Arizona for 2 years. So like my mom said, I've lived here for 2 years. Before that, I lived on Cora Street for 4 years. In a drug-induced psychosis, where I would still see my daughter as often as possible when my car was working. I would go over there and I stayed the night a few times, and we'd make breakfast in the morning and we'd eat dinner together at night or whatever before it started getting fucked up where I couldn't even look at her because I was afraid to bring her in here. Because that's before I moved across the bridge to get away from it when it got worse. And my hair is greasy because I never shower because they're with me 24/7. Anyway, you guys that are upset, you need to watch the other video. It's called Whatever I Said. Because they promised me silently and out loud that they were going to once again prove to me, la, la, la. And they also said last night that they were going to take me up there on the spaceship or whatever to help fix whatever these things are against me or whatever, or against them. But that they couldn't because I'm on a chain. So everything these people have said to me is just a lie. They're just using me to get away with whatever it is up here and not helping me at all. So this is the people that know you and know your situation. Okay. Well, that's it. And I will forward both of these to the freaking FBI people again. Hopefully you guys can give me a name soon. Someone direct, like Cheryl Lynch, because she's